Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Ghana na msini ya wo eye America memu Washington DC. Mese de wonimanyamfo Victor Smith na wakopie mu ewo eye White House ya woni eye Donald Trump etumi akwakohia mu a kese o my Ghana ene America man eye edwadie ho nsem Ghana this year wo America ho ene ne keka ho nyina no sabe ebetimi akase eniema edida na kwema ene na chese enye asem keto akwa chese utumu se Ambassador Victor Smith wotutu ni kente mu pa kente papa bi ya chese wotutu mu bunri kente papa ya wotutu ma wodu akopie mu ewo eye White House wa na chese enye asem keto akra na efe wo hwe eye Donald Trump wa wo sere na Ambassador Victor Smith so de nsa eshankrata ase esensan na chese efe keke wo se hwe kai esi hoi na chese bambo bibia tight ewo na chese White House wo de na chese enye asem keto akra nti se de officially ade se Ghana Ambassador to the United States of America Ambassador Victor Smith na akopie mu ewo eye White House we de yesimfonyi no fili agani when to ya eja yentwa wontro we de evidence based eno ena eda ho na chese efe kama chese mbofo mu deposit mani yefe o chese otimu se ceremonial days mu kikasi mu dia jajaja White House wodi obo akra Donald Trump due to what na we too much na Ambassador Victor Smith ono performance dada na fans so ase bi kwan amano ene se ne oje fans ya no oje fans ya wose na Donald Trump say hey sababa we de ka chen say hia kenufori ata wa Ghana on fan mre esrew Ambassador Victor Smith mofa wone eye Donald Trump mfonyi no kwanto so sese a mama we na so mame yesrew Ambassador Victor Smith utie program wa America mem yesrew ka che papa yi wugina wonche Donald Trump say hia kenufori ata wo mofa ne mre Ghana na ha no free ha ne ewo no ye pese o meyi nsem bia no emaye nyade ebe mia no ye nya ne hwe ye mia no wudu meyi nsem ano nya de emaye na se wubu o man wi a ye finance minister wi a se time for accountability ani se wudwane kwasi obi ma so sa o man na wo akodwane akotena won se ne komo chekere o man no komo finance minister o mu wi America man edi nsamfo te se de wodi a wodwane akwasha America na nka wonya se akromo entina nti Ambassador Victor Smith ye de se o pese o kase kire Nyankopon akasa kire mframa we de wono ani gina won chei papa won so de du tira kata asese ene proye nti wonya ka kire nsi wom obeye adwuma na ye den e de amaye nti wadawroma bo homodia said de beya eniema ebetimi atutu ye na kanufori ata mode na bagana ha se tekwe be ye finance minister wa anwane wotena Ghana ha Dr. Kwabnado for be ye finance minister wa anwane wotena Ghana ha papa ye friend say eye Dr. Esiama wa anwane wotena yasaba back wasaba be di n'adwuma Nasiru Alhaji obeye finance minister wa anwane yesre kanufori atase be bi o hye bia amfa nbra opanyi eye Kwame Pepra wo mu nyina da so to man Ghana ha obi anwane enko ba bia yesre eye Professor Kwasi Botwe wo mu nyina atena Ghana ha to na ansa no moto na nan mo nsedo yesre se ba bia kanufori atase bia Ambassador Victor Smith yeso pese o kasa kire Nyankopon a ane awuni mframa di nkomo mframa mu no Nyankopon beti yesre Sidi Donald Trump fi ni wadri White House wo yinwa ho basabasa White House wo nye clean na untumi nwura ho ti wetimi ewura White House won ko a de sra se ba bia eye kanufura ta wo bia ye hia no ana jail no so mu be jail ani ma jail ni ntem Attorney General nya da bia na da bia ye betie press conference mon court no na mo adwuma ne 10 de Ghana fo hwe ne se chama wontumi court abuanefo ye de na kotum emfie aduana emfie aduesia de Ghana fo hwehwe no so optimi kwache eye sika Exim Bank se me de kwa akodo afu no wa no afu ne sika do so po millions of dollars ne ne ba akofo na ehye ne butum eni se ye o man sa nti sa press conference enye da bia ne be press conference action ni nsu wo court ho yesi ye tribunal court e bada ben yes Chief Justice Tribunal Court no Attorney General bada ben omo di o man we sika amamuo no de efe jomama amamuo no efe na nya ne fe no na Ghana for wo mo hekeke the Ghana for efe say we campaign on corruption kata asese ene proye sa corruption na ye de campaign ye no sa corruption no e wo say nipa bi emra no ene wo mudi oma wi o man we sika wo kwanbone so PDS o man panyin da kofo na nsia oni delay twetwe nkomo ka PDS asem ayedi yentehwe Kwalugu dam akwakosi sai anya da bia na be chama wontumi ye pese hu other areas no de akọ attorney general enemy office o why wo aye accountability series update no enye say ye chama wontumi ene kanufori atanko a corruption cases na edoso nkofo wei wo ma lutu o man wei ntimu kye ne memuna Ghana for entiase last week ye take kanufori atadi ene asaba beti chama wontumi ene Kofi Akpolo yate abre action ne pese ye adwuma attorney general enye dimbo ene dabia accountability series enye no ne ewe nkofo di o man wei awu nkofo di o man wei sika attorney general me say accountability series no kasa ne ya too much momman kwafo ma disika no yehu nipa sa Kofi Akpalo ni we say kanufori ata anyway mu no yate omudi na bre PDS pese ehu de ekoso wo mu matoto aban sase pese ehu de ekoso yes ba bia direction o man no ye pese akoro e wo se akọ medame ho abasisi asmete e wo mu production team mo ame me basisi a accountability series ni start here attorney general nkwa why 3 times. Why more than Ubia? Yan pesa de bia kasa se sa ne agro na si na 4 years na so ne ho hwe ye pese hu action ye pese attorney general court dem won enye kasa ena ye adwuma sa we ni nyina motimi amade court no se hu no wotumi de yate abre Kofi Akpalo de yate agbe kanufori ata yate abre besi ne last week be ka tire se kanufori ata ba bi e kono aye ni yakọ high experience lawyers ba date na so ba ka tire Ghana for say yakọ fa experience kanufori ata akọ experience lawyers wo be ka tire se wa akọ fa experience lawyers nti anya ne den eno na Ghana for ye party die ne eso ye so no akọ fa experience lawyers ni sika na wa wi ano eno bi ni wanya de akọ fa lawyers no abafo wi cash okrom hawo campaign ya de ba power no corruption no number 1 my ya da bia say ya ne abekenkai da bia say ya ne abekenkai da bia say ya Dominic ya ne ya no na Ghana for ya hwie ya be say we say ma for ya busy ya say there na ya de Dominic ya what they say Dr. Opuni any say do agongo mu gina court on abukọ nza mo Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no more court, no more court, no more ban, no more court, no more court, no more court, no more court, peace court, no more court, high court, no more court, Supreme Court, no more court, no more ban. Sabi ni pesi yehu. Yehu dia to finance minister. Yehu dia to finance minister. Yenya ato forcing in opposition. Senye nyame na ya adoma ka MPP for komu jeli ato forcing. Yenim MPP before wonu omu di agura se sika no ate se wowo ukuna make sure se ni tini wate afre so se ade nkofo we di agura ya ne namu sa na de ache attorney general me se ade nkofo we di agura 1 year ko 1 year kwa kasatete antoponko kasatete antoponko de Ghana for everywhere ne say kanofori ata ya ne beba Ghana na mra ne na ba bedie enye de Ghana for everywhere ne say beba be ka tie say kanofori ata ko for experience lawyers ewa America eno we are not ready to listen to sir a statement no from you the attorney general. If it must be done well. Yes. Media said the money say me see my adwuma no kwane da wa play mebo match now na direction ya the free angels no na eba slow go slow ni ayo too much me say kwafo we cash Kwalugu dam over $12 million US a waste ya to a year foundation kura ewo ho PDS Akufo-Addo time President Akufo-Addo say waka omojeji amanfo sika over 8 months sika na for America however ye bi ne nya NY every mo ye niam wode kania ye tumi di bua Akufo-Addo that useless president ne ba ye ne pen so PDS in Ghana ye huri say sika no Hess must rule let's shake the foundation Attorney General there be a press, meet the press, there be accountability series, work for 3 times a way. Want to see action, Attorney General. My very good brother, my good friend, Attorney General. Want to see action, not talk. Talk no ya too much. Kasa take top on call, Attorney General. Want to see action. Kwafona awe cash, no kwafona we abaya say, atoto abaya say cheap, no, eh? Umatoto abaya so cantonment na boni any other prime areas no we want to see action said and I say okujo toka ya no ora no sa ora no dwumade no sa anya dwuma ya forget it yes ora no say an ya comedy ya any to say ya no 4 years na so President John Mahama otimi kojira court Dr. Kalisu so otimi kojira court and a chief of staff otimi kojira court so kwa dani Attorney General kwa ye adwuma please we are serious Ghana for NDC Ghana for bio money free NDC sekata asesane proya no ye ko ana na ye dan ho aba asa chaskara be ni abo National Services Sam yes we mobile refund this case we mobile refund this case anya no ne ya campaign mutie ni yo atakulika biga mugabi maseme na mekasa no mutie mi yo anya no ne ya campaign nkofo na awika no mo da so na ma bontena wo mu nam ya afanyo markets mo wo mu nam no mo to ayampia e wo brase beje fie no go to Ghana Water go to ECG containers no wo sam na akosi sai Attorney General, Ghanaians want to know container ECG containers and what's saying. Power to the people. Me say me, I will continue to shake the foundation. John Mahama, I was here Buana John Mahama succeeding. I'm on for ya Jumao. To tama oil fund will be the 8 years ago. Will be a babuna or what in the 30s or now 40 years a crown more whole equanimo and the combat in yadi obetanya more than 48 years. Babunu way etime akwa akofata tama oil refund say make say tama oil refund asate ye adwuma ni atewo sa ka Akufo-Addo beton to for $22 million ateki babunu 7 months am what to menya for $21 million yakoya anase ye bai asamo ho nti ese akoni say ya na da bia accountability series ni abetena se na de ya ni abeka ho asama kire Ghana for me de nya no na me party ebiem accountability series no Attorney General anya nkwa ne create ma ho enya we mu na da bia party e na chama wontumi Kofi Akpalo anya no ye pe be hu de ekwaso court power to the people ya be se hu de ekwaso court kasa ne ya too much Tutu ya maye nyamwa John Mahama no succeed dabia se accountability series ne ade aba nkofo disika wasa sa nkofo no PDS now no wasa kasa nkofo nyina no yede omudi aba beto abotere na PDS ye huwo ma mra ne wo ba bedie kwano gudam ye huwo ma mra ne wo ba bedie dabia ne beka ka no fori ata asem ka wo rata wo baba asako aba ye betimi de number ka de number wo speak Canada na Attorney General ka ze ho de ne yedie ya mwajo mama no succeed kasa no mese kasa 10 top onko ya nya dwumaden na ya mwa papa no succeed kasa ne ya too much Attorney General ya kasa ne ya kasa ya ma action nya adwuma da bia ya se ya court 1 year twem kofo awe cash kofo wo ya discard say o my way agugu amanfo businesses and na amanfo bebre mo gugu mo businesses amo mawu and na kama wawan. Very well. Power to the people. You move on after yanko yenim. The PDS mo dis kano Palugu dam no. Mo see a complete a meaningful dam ni bibia no mo dey in ho. Na court no mo de mo ko. Sa me betwa na ma bomb me sama won. Attorney General na ma bomb me sa ma we so wo bo adwuma no. So far so good. Wo hwe sectors ni nyina bibia ekoso. Ba me some people for injili wo mo dis kano mra ni wo mo ni. eno kwa de na makoma atom yem se jomama baby a waye se de odi sidi ya ba betuoi na mo boaye fo ayo roso boaye fo chance boaye fo wu wedwema wo bie di dwa kama kama obi aka jomama waya ade jomama toto ne emaye wonsa na membo no e ko fine wo bia no scandal so far so good no scandal ponti bien hwa e fi bi e de fi bi e de atare no ho amemo na efe ba efe no na omo disika no ene utumi o se hu no awon se wa force ebia na hankof go mo sa no mo kono mo ba left right yes is mo passport o mo tu kwan yenye yi mo nje sa adwuma no na Ghana fo enye mo de mo de ba kom yensa bi e de famu early 2026 na mo won se system no ya emu ayedin na obi aye steady your mama and the so president ye benya bi say na mo fi say ye easy sankofa papa say capacity papa say man ene me koyiye betena ye be kan pepe de wona ma de Ghana for eka de omotitoto mo eka ye betena say na to da yakabi na amanfo no so etie mpanifo no ma fa no mo de aye adwuma no se de asemese kan ye entie ne fa nya adwuma o e be boa ye nyina power to the people. If it must be done, it must be done well.
Medawasi and Meda Omanpenini, members of the Constitutional Review Committee, no so as I say, to me, the report no at the back. Ghana for winner, ye can't want some de biase. Look, MPP for some Abetena Konyasu, 8 good years. They are just talking. I do a crata with that punoso. At Tammuz time, ye senka, ye be a pass and I bibiano, amano tumino, and obi the cockot. MPP far back kasa. Omen to me and Yahushi. Within 1 year, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bakunyaso. What committee no the report edibaye. Now, that aside, yes, many of us call for the constitutional review in this country. Ehu hia pa saying ye. Inti esai mi de se miti se omanpenyi eka se obesa ti committee for constitutional review implementation to implement it in sema omudi ashishe yiye no ye besa implement it because ubehu a 1992 constitution ye binumu a to me steady ehwese na ade no sikono. It has gone to protect our late president, and that is true. We must be frank about that. But now, as time goes on, and also send all the bobrano, there are some loopholes in ka SSA obiti on taking negative advantage, but one yes, sir. Nanadu Nabanabe take very negative advantage of our constitution. Otumio Pentineo Fasi as a minister for finance, Okwa the same family as a minister for road. Misre Constitutional Review Committee for we must block this type of loopholes. We shouldn't allow the president, and let us take this constitution must take many powers off the hands of a president. Because you are not there to lord power over us, but to do what? To serve the people. To serve the people. It is a constitution no etumia ma otumi se ubetumia ye biara na obedani Nebukadnezar ewo yesuti se na nado ye. And that is very bad. We must watch critical things, issues that will give service to the people. No? Let us strengthen those laws. Strengthen the such issues as service provision, health, road, water, electricity, because cheap energy is the base for what? Industrialization. And we need clean water, environment. Na enkobase tambia na president wo power so be appointi or appointi sa ko appointi ni mother-in-law na de ni nyina they should take, the constitution must block that. The constitution must block that. Baby mama for now bia position. Na ko ti say uba power there na nipa no kwa na wodi omoto ho fine. That aside, yes, that aside no obra ben na mabo wakunja no so. Those are the questions we should be asking. Because who be someone asked at that time, they will tell you it is in the constitution. Yes, it is in the constitution, but must you abuse it? Must you abuse the constitution in the country that the unemployed youth numbers no increase and na unkwa wo appoint you ebusha for no? What does that tells you as an educated person? The constitution must see to review all these things, and also the say ubeba na uye nia upe with the constitution. We should have entrenched clauses for some special things. Say the president should not have the power to appoint a minister. Let's give that to technocrats to do that for us. Makan de bia say India ube minister of finance I say ko throw exams. But throw exams who pass here. Enti no enya family affair bia. Who pass here na edimao. Yenim questions are so edimao se kona control. So we must look at that to enhance our governance. That is the most important thing. Enhance our governance. Ti say yemra say mo bia nkonko ese kwaya na koko wo constitution ma ti say na do de mudi ba na anu ye free ho no. If there will be any government or president who will allow that to happen again, that person should go in for a referendum. So such clauses should be entrenched clauses. You cannot just stand up with the use of what? Executive powers. BTS executive powers. Namakai, former information minister, Kodo Ponkruma. No parliament. Tambia nanado ya di bonia yeka executive instrument. No mudi say bibia. So the constitution must take a critical look at this, because we want to enhance proper democracy in Ghana. And things that must enhance that is what we should focus on. Not to be thinking about who or the number or the quantum of power that will be given to what? To be given to the president. And if you have president like the current president, say, or no, you will not actually see the problem with the current constitution. But say, no, then you know that there are a lot of loopholes there.
What you said, former president John Anjikumu Kufuor, I mean, or suggested say we share term of a year office, like one term near amount of 4 years now, and kako 5 or 6 years. A bit to me, ubet me the first year na appointment. Na second year, what me take it off. Said at least a memo 4 years, ya na mobile 1 year near campaign. Now one say what me to any 5 years or 6 years, and I say kobase recommendation be about a my Ghana moving forward.
But there should be checks and balances on it. Yeah. Because Fanu say even your man will be 7 years, say 1 term. Your man will 7 years, say 1 term. And now Osha said to send another day, minor bra. The checks and balances are made, can say there should be at a point in time. Now you stopping the constitution should stop that person not to be abusing the citizens of this country. That is the check and balances. Citizens can to me pick signatures. If we got it fairly done, then that president must move out of. Yes, we should just use and now yanko yes or no. It is not campaign for election. Papa will bra or bonu ebia ni charges ni. And he say, why yes, what time you sick I say, or Shenya Kupombo, so Kosa Soridan, one Sidanu, what time you sick I could talk war Israel, or Mudia Shek container Maya Trianka, Ediaba, a Bonu Yanyahu Faso, and Nuntinu, ye tunu. Yentune we are kete or call and crop, Bebana ya tunu. And yet, those are the things that will make us.
But that's not constitution.
Missy, almost friend shame. Say, yeah, constitutional review. So that it model the presidency or the president of this country.
Power too much for the president.
No. With all due respect to His Excellency, the presidents of Ghana have too much powers given to them by the Constitution. Do you get me right? Given to them by the Constitution. And I'm not say Nanado using those too much powers to abuse us. Nipa for kromha. Nipa wanti. And the constitution was just sitting down, giving this power to the president to be abusing it. So this constitutional review, we must make sure that the law does not, or the constitution does not abuse Ghanaians. Senior, the current one, SCTA. So to me, sorry, President, I appoint to be. Yes, ye penny panu, 80 MPs, I can say penny panu, usumpini. Who give you that order? Those are the things that we want to see changed in the constitution. And the number of years kranu senka obiba kranka ye no se uba ebia 9 years, but enu susunu se nipa no abuse it will be difficult, even though I'm talking about checks and balances. Inka 1 term 7 years, 1 term 8 kofie, so that there will be no campaign again. Unim say campaign SSK. Now we campaign, now billboards, now we say me will campaign team, we say minimum, we say member.
Yeah, more 5 now, ban 1 year, send your palm now.
And no Mika say, so that election will be 1, no 2 terms, there say 2 terms, 8 years. And yes, sir, Fanu say, we term no, a year they for 1 or 2, it will term year 8. But we put checks and balances on you. Say we are.
My dear, you say, be acquire constitutional review no recommendation. Be about say term no will be 10 years. Nancy, I say China as I then as I can. When you say na
thank you very much, Papa. Now we are buying
head and kotua baby.
Yeah, head and kotua baby. Yeah, head and tako. Yeah, T-shirt from Biabu. Billboards in Ninyanko. And everybody say we should resource the basis. And as what I would like us to do again, and he said we should have the law that finance political parties.
Exactly.
Political party financing. One who appeals to my embassy say, yeah, almost a political party, and you get to that. But onisika inti onam anumako kune no nam nanado chino di contract. A contract no susu na went to me and to Mate palun culture or krumha.
Yes, low.
Our krumha. You see, so when the government or the constitution made it possible for the political parties to be financed, then we'll have that edge or authority or power to investigate your sources of what income or revenue for the campaigning.
Yeah.
Because then we stop this abuse of government agencies. Contract, say ECG. Tam no na any hontra.
Oh, yeah, and after me benya time I just say issues on the show live on
Mrs. Tabakun, Caroline Agbonto or Michelle Campos, your chaupa. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Jerry, I think I tell you that governance is what we are looking for as Ghanaians. And it is this governance that will give respite to the citizens of this country, for them to feel that, yes, they are part and citizens of this country. And I think what is going on right now is good. One will say, yen appointees Omampeni Amaye Jumase yenye. We should learn from what is happening. Kofia Palu, and I want to me. We should learn from it. One say, yes, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any Prof Nana Jenopokwa Jima Asha say, about to me train as a chairman of economic management team. Or to me, inflation, Ediba, they say inflation crisis 6% ana 6.3%. And na Bema wako economic school, Obanu wanko ye mami de, onu de wanko, or de brofuni mathematics, eno di ye juma. Eno bibe dada also ye economist. Obe so inflation musa de ko 54%. When people for the ye tremu, mude mun ko tasimu na mun ko fa ba omi anfambra. Ye tremu pa. Ye tremu na ebema mumwaye. It is a sana MPP for ye yadi nanado be dada ye sa ama nanado abe guo bie juma musa ko dada ye se mu di ba omi adi bre. Even though I don't know, but onu na ye mu se na mu kan ye mu niama no na mun ko fa nombra etie fu adi ba kwa mi hwe ba omi ha mi ni se ba omi as a teacher to me ka kire ye ma se uko to say ye competition be ewo ana quiz ewo Japan and a Japanese government aye the grant ato ho grant no or the 1,000 interchanges e de ato ho sikapudo be say $1 billion na ejina ho na Ghana card so ewo ho no ba miasi say ye ba no ko oko Japan on this quiz competition no ohu 1,000 interchanges no money here no onko yi Ghana card. That is the teacher we have in Baumia. Wachere enkoda say ye di 1,000 interchanges to hwa ena Ghana card aye catch us say ne hin na opa o si kofa Ghana card. That is the person MPP4 say nye tremodin pa no ubetumi afa nipa say onye candidate no ombrambe gina mwenim na muda da Ghana for na ye ntu abama no. That aside, you see, the time we're talking now, ye ka say, oh, won't to me, and now museo, a won't to me, and your bonibia, a man for the nechi, na say, how many million crown no museo akoji, ni millions, ebuabuano, e ko 24 million. 24 million, eyesika, wajia, ye di bonu kwedu. Ena palususunu, wajibe se 3 million Ghana cedis no ye di bono kwedu inti ye wechire asa that time ye kanu ya ye boni ana ye kanu kra chire Ghana for that the way things are going Exim Banker His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etiye in the first term no ye sika wo mu no wontumi koji sika ho se okodo abru no ama but you enye se abru no amba keke omutumi twa video ewo social media di kire abrafum. So this is the type of government we've had, a very abusive government. So bia be jisika na wakotwa obi abrafum foni e de be kire Ghana for say we ni afoma wontumi ado. Today the charges are coming. Even if it will take 1,000 years, the charges or the court going will continue. And these are some of the things ye can't want them. Nana do aban ndi amboye. Because minya, Mr. Bisa says 63 billion Ghana cedis. No, 630 billion, please, and 63. 630 billion Ghana cedis. Nana do eye busian wabono. And when Juma nampuntu na ewahe. Enumpuntu nana no se utiemia. With all due respect to you, you are our former president. Na sasika muji no ni humpuntu no ewahe. Se ye kai kwan no wo he. Se usuma 10,000 kilometers of road. Kai say even from Accra Osu area baby amiti and Castle edi kobo kukra no 100,000 kilometers. Inti ekwan no wo he. These are the questions we are asking. Now, we are not doing politics. Because if the hospitals are cry musi, senkamu weya, enkodanu benye juma, suku da mwansi, mu konu na mu teacher for bebre, edi atu haruna, any His Excellency Consul. Mu teacher for bebre, suku da mwansi. The time ananado wa konjasunu me catch Ghana for say omudi ye from NABCO for no from NABCO for edico classroom and the training teachers were in the house. I said this because I was a trained teacher. I'm a trained teacher. What mean control? Sa boni na nanado di ye say nanado mransu na teacher ni our we school omuchon saye national service. Ye we training college anye national service. Yeah, national service. And so nobody can ask me what is your national service certificate. No. Yeah, say teacher ni national service. What it means is that who is for 1 full year. Because immediately you complete school your appointment. Then you start to calculate your salaries, your number of years you are going to work before you go on pension. Because don't forget to pick your date of birth. And the years are counting. And it is becoming so worrying. But when you tell them, they will say no. Just look at the E-levy omo pass here. Omo say upe kwanya enya my pass E-levy. Upe nsha my pass E-levy. Umpese yanko IMF my embassy 11. A very abusive government. Ye passy 11 no yanko IMF biom. Ye insure no aba, light no aba. These are the things that we are talking about. Listen, now she say buying an agency like Energy Ministry. To me a budget for traveling for 3 million Ghana cedis. At the end of the day, almost spending 9 million. You would think as if ghosts are money our agencies and ministries. As if ghosts, not human beings. And that is why we became so vociferous. We must address these issues. And we spoke a lot. But thank God, Ghanaians have listened to us. And you say, those are the things. Can you imagine, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, AC University for Fisheries, AC the Anomabu and Kwayemu, and they left it to get rotten. They left it to get rotten. And they were playing fanfares and they were painting interchanges in Accra. Yeah. Abante akonya sunu omakoto paint edi amanko da se munko na munko painti interchanges na utie sika eko hosusunu. Then you ask yourself whether we have ghost money in the economy. I am not insulting anybody, but it borders your mind, it blows my mind. And I so say enye se mu painti moga enye se mu painti interchange you know asi keke o ma sa akoto ntoma ye omuton tuma as a leather and tuma edi afra concrete aban university asi wanye ho hwe omakoton tuma edi afra concrete cement eni anwea ye di ntuma afra no na ya penti na ya twasika eguso. Once we don't have road, once our gutters are choked, once you are talking about agenda your friend, yes, agenda 111, the hospitals. Mangasa MPP phone to me way back. Tell me, mention the community. Oma we agenda 111 hospital doctors for year Juma Sano Marco. But ask yourself how many months does it take His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to build a rich hospital? Phase 1. How many years? These are the things that we're talking about. And as I say, look, me kaipa say contractor for penny eka say nana don't mo kantinu the contractors as at that time we are talking about 2018-2019 contractors by 23 and the government they died because of the bank job properties omwankasa yari omuniska omuni beto and ruanu omawu. That is the government, and that is the same political party nurturing Baumia to come again, to come and destroy the businesses, to come and destroy the economy. These are the things we are talking about. Today, our brother Agboja is saying what? Through His Excellency Ekache say, one of my year Juma certificates I read, ye ba betiomuka saying about 5 billion Ghana cedis. Now, can you imagine? Under the same government, Nana Ludanu, Kenufureta, Etumimbe Kachre say 52.5 billion has been transferred into announcers. When people near would tie me not tie me. Inca contractors do send a bit with 52.5 billion Ghana cedis. Sikano ira up to today. Kenufureta Johnny. I come in Guam, send your young coupon to me, Ton, so good. Kente, and I know, yeah, Kente, your croma, Amanaye, Massenu. Yen Janu, na enyesu, a sudie bonny ewo MPP so. Say, Minister for Finance. You are Johnny Afro May Marco. So when you see an MPP person dress say uninu koko debate, the only thing you should tell him that senka unim send dressing pass inka usu so udi Kenufureta beba Ghana. Unim dressing pass wa botai ashe coat no nyanka unim sa pa dia nanka nye here pa ni se Kenufureta. No be chere be 52.5 billion Ghana cedis no. Be dia sikanafa. Then we move forward from that. But Ghana for me shemubo that the current government under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no near oyenu near oyenu mumai nyina yenka ho na yen boase omanu enko nenim. Could you believe say na nanado tonto Tema oil refinery for $22 million dollars. Nanko tonu and 22 million Ghana cedis. Nanko tonto. Do you get it right? Now within 1 year, yapa openyi any ni board members. Ni board members ni be krano. Ye to me sisa to enima why profit 21 million Ghana cedis. Can you imagine this in 7 months? Into them say na dunia pointe sa shada boya bros amobiafon. At least the city is stable. At least city nu anya hundi. Ena nekra usha se nu to nankasa nu okitabese 1,200 staff. Aye tiomuka tio enya se ye ko jilon tiomuka ye tiomuka juma nu tiomuka. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? This is the difference. The difference is clear. And this is what we are talking about as a nation. I just send this for ye kasakeke. Now who say machines ye juma won put them ye track kwani weni na. Now say the government is working. Ghana is back on track. One among person omukenu krenu jamu because they will continue to live in that limbo for a long time. Papa, usenye papa. Come on, me catch them say, time and another the 1 district 1 factory policy by no. Now me prepare because I know it will create job in my constituency. But how does it did it end? That is the question we are asking. If you send near 1 district 1 factory, when to me anya ufi, movie say no na ye ba be with a 24-hour economy. And we are going to take time because we technocrats, papa, with good planners, you get them in the NDC to make sure that the job takes off and it will last. Minya, enya trouble gas, enya Ghana for enya na here. Yes, it is still working. Another one is coming, and that is what we want. Because when you look at the figures of unemployment youth or unemployed youth in this country, it borders and it blows your mind. And we need to do everything possible at this particular time to save them. Eya who say we school for about 4-5 years onye juma and a age. I don't know Moga, because of this unemployed we school 1 year juma. I think the nation and the constitutional review should look at it. So we school. So yes. Onye juma yentin free. Yes. Yentin free. And now yebema na ye juma say 5 years na government and to me anye juma mana as a son cost 5 years. Good. And some no pension because he has see Moga. So we've started the year on a very good note as NDC new government. Nye ye di sha se kra any year sikasem because we share about 732 billion and nanado ejaye no. Na ye binukra dream say, what are we going to do to survive? When people phone we are going to see movies say I grow, we are going to see. So some of us, myself in particular, so I begin to feel say, hey, Ghana for ama obrano ye de. But Ghana for just look at what God has done. His Excellency no Osha said chichiri Ghana no before he was even sworn in. And we say wama Ghana for any appointees in na tiasese. Ono oba be appointee only 60 ministers. What does that tell you as a mathematician? Say the cost of 10 ministers or 1 minister. And another 2 million 125 ministers. His Excellency Mahama say or no for 60. So you calculate 65 kura one fano. Obiani ni V8 ni saloon car ni edan be demu ni atade obehye ni eduane obedi ni garden boy ni chef ni weni nyina aka no enu that is financial discipline or the shase inti watcha oka sister no anye ye de, but he was not doing it for himself or his political, he was doing it or he did it for Ghana. And that is what you should take note of. There are some small things, sir. 8 minutes are crack sieba by entahu. So the minister 60. Ena oyeye. Or safri hosusuno. Or the discipline. Any niyama obe to me you say na niya wun to me you so. Umeka ya. No kasi obian tu kwai. Se obe tu kwai ya. Jise was permission. Asana wama okwai. Ampenye mpa me fi say agro. Na do me so say me too kwai. I was just a watch letter call a bank seven on your approval. So brother Yakupo. Me feel say I grow. So I have to write. And I got approval from the what? The Jubilee House before I was able to travel. Financial discipline. Discipline was into your 30 belt. Tianyami babe kachrewe. Your 30 belt to the extent say at the end of what? And not this year kwenu, and no the first 2 quarters no abanu to me reduce yeka to about 113. Wa reduce yeka na nado no abuago when nyina ya achievement kaina tie because na nado no ho no omu to me organize party no mu dikenke kyereye e wo Jubilee House emra ni pa come din no, that was what they were doing. Nanado manmu were very busy. Omu sie dia omu nya sika free nipa no say person checking the record onya sika no free and omu si restaurant na dia so munam ni weni nyina. That was what they were busy doing, and those are the problems. We thought COVID can never be cancelled in this country. MVP for Agajre. Omu si say COVID free wa na bi dia be say ba COVID susu ye free ho levy ye free ho machine levy ko when you na ko Eurobond ya tia immediately His Excellency aide yes one in 7 January no was $700 million as tia Eurobond na ye giye. All these things has happened and na ofri anu susu a obeka say NIB enuntina papa kwesindum nu bank nu guye ye dinuka tianipa nuka wan tianika ena bi ye dibe 2 billion edi awrem weni nyina na abaye ya won say inde bebi ayeti nu very well ayeye de enti His Excellency ye maomo waye juma ni bipa nanu a niba organize boxing mampenyi koye mi bra friend mi fra abrochire nanu timpo tibri bi the third o si kwesi mi si yes Ghana free power o mampenyi na tell say ya ko ajiga na to ho NDC ya ko ajiga na to ho nti omo abrochire susu omo mbra na Ghana no ayede obi an hawadwe
medase na say metia anosinifu obi MP4 nsama do agiri o kasa afi ho na kasa ya yese anodompre nsa anodompre se enye ne den ya Mahama enya reshafo am say na branti odidi ya onu muzo wasa Mahama enya de enya reshafo akufu adu 125 minutes as Ghana for kasa sa ye reshafo ni o baby a deputies no mo ye 3 yo baby a deputies you 2 akufu adu se no na bema amemmo no o pese o fixe Ghana ntentem ene honorable Ashama se jo mama be ye reshafo a micro minority we not on pray ready yankoi
not on pray ho na be free Ghana for you see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekatre say onu obey reshafo but to me reshafo no a bit to me about in a halfway of the term then you've seen clearly say nipa wa appointing the level of performance That is what we want to look at. Now, tie nipa or catcher say minority whip or catcher say yenye reshuffle, as if he was not in this country during Anado's time. When I make catcher NDC for, we should not just be sitting down MPP for Soria, then they are talking as if they are dictating to us. Yenye reshuffle say. Now, Onuankasa ojina hono na reshuffle no musi NDC for peneyema. MPP for reshuffle no. Omu reshuffle as a minority whip. So that you find a place, because near or parliament hono. And so in some instances. And that is what we are talking about. Fine. Reshuffle there a year. So you get new blood, fresh blood to work with. But things must move with our timetable, not by your penchant which say, oh, yeah. No, we are not going to do that. For you alone, we are not going to do that. But for Ghanaians, we will do. But we have a timetable that can provide the performance of a particular appointee before he or she could be what? Reshuffled. Inti Ghana for Omukasa Muntie, and you ask yourself, Adentina another pre on Kasanfa economy na reshuffle hu ne hiano. Adentina on Kasanfa acquire ye hu na reshuffle ne hiano. Adentina on Kasa enfa tall debt no and tall anka muton. But now we should do reshuffle. What will be the impact of reshuffle when we don't actually have money? Senya mwa bo manika muti homo amujina homo tumika sasa mutumit na kwama adisa printisi ka 77 billion the man anado u anodon pre one kasa. Anodon pre one kasa 77 ye kakra musi ye boa one kasa. And these are the problems that we have. And I'm catching MPP for say, look, let me tell you, from my free heart, no, nipa mpenyufo mudi mwenim, they always deceive you, the followers. That is the modus operandi of MPP. They will deceive you. Oto somuda da kwa brusu kwa no musa dia share trimu. Inti amase ususu se na besu abrofu no kra no emfa ho, because who will be to say another umbrella be catch achero. And that is not governance. And so let your leaders omunkano kra no emfa ncheremu. They never tell you the truth. And that is the problem that we have. So NDC, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we will have our what? Reshuffle when the time comes. But not by the call of another umbrella, reshuffle. We are working and making sure, say, and Niama Akosuye. Another umbrella to me besides say, I don't know who SHS for say Mukita in chance is a mupe diane adi. Matriti Ghana SHS in Koda to sell slaves. That is how you've treated them. There was no food to eat. Nipa mama mu appointee say to me tonight say want to me and catch and another say reshuffle the buffer stock boss no. You couldn't tell him. And as I time there now we brought for now working Kanu Nyandru, so I don't know. I am not here to insult you though. But I'm just finding out. Because some to me tonight say mu say mu ye lawyers and now dear mo school mu to me tonight say ma transfer ama mo bi appointment transfer scam no some fan hwe ye nkoda no kra e kom di omu a omu su kra mu fa ho nipa na tena sisa kodru se nanado awie anodon pre honorable wa hu so wenti na ye nimu ho adaje no se nsem bia mo beka no we have to juxtapose it to what you've just done in a year and decide whether we should listen to you or will not listen to you. We know Ghana is not for NDC, not at all, but we are citizens of Ghana. And so, you will be and I will be chere. Sana also will be but you can be a ekika kon. You have a big log on your eyes that you have not removed. And that is what I will advise you to go and be doing. The nation, the way it is going, say, I know one, another prayer, say, for the whole year, NDC appointees and Amogaka Sisano, one to say, Obiako tra, Sikabi, and our contract be Eddie Gua by any mercy. Young comprehensive Yanakoyavi, Yanko Amanonikranko Bobusia, and young one. Yes, Yanko, another prayer. Nipa osi ya why didn't those are the things I'm asking. Mutumi tenasi Kofi Juma gu dia Gihok.
Eton sa boka wagana.
Yes. Mutumi tenasi ama Kofi Juma gu Gihok. Munkashi. And you are coming to advise us.
So now say president.
Come on.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.